Hello everyone, welcome back to Shulin Anubha Academy. I'm Anubha, a corporate trainer. So today we are going to discuss about the anonymous inner classes. Anonymous inner class is a class without name that is defined and instantiated at the same point of time. It is typically used when you need one-time use implementation of a class or the interfaces. Okay, you define the class inside a method or a constructor or a block. Okay, we can think it of like you need a temporary helper to get a task done once. Okay, so why go through the hassles of creating the full named class when you can do it all in just one step? Okay, so here we are not having the class name, it is being declared inline. Okay, it is implementing an interface or extend the class directly. Okay, basically it is being used before Java 8 to actually implement those functional interfaces. Functional interfaces are the interfaces where you are having only one abstract method. You can have a number of default and static methods, but abstract method would be only one. Okay, it can access all the members of your outer class and it can access only the finals or the effectively final variables from the enclosing scope. So what are your effectively final variables? These are the variables which are declared without the final modifier, but these are not changing throughout the applications. Okay, so you cannot define the constructors in it since the anonymous classes are not having any name, so you cannot define the constructors of those classes. It is actually used for the event handling, threading purposes, or for your implementation of the functional interfaces. So if you will be going with the differences of your anonymous classes with the regular classes, your anonymous class can extend only one class either, or it can implement only one interface. Okay, although in your regular classes you can extend one class and you can implement multiple interfaces, and secondly in your regular classes you can create the constructors, but in your anonymous inner classes you cannot create the constructors since the anonymous classes are not having any names. So guys, we will be understanding anonymous inner classes in much more details by using its actual implementations in the threads or in the GUI events handling as well. So guys, this is a very basic example where I'm creating an interface and a class which is implementing that interface. I will be telling you how this class can be converted into your anonymous inner class. Okay, so here guys, what I have done, I have created the interface age, and here I am having a variable x is equal to 21, and I have created an abstract method which is get age. Okay, so ultimately the class, my class 1 I have created, which is implementing the age interface, and I have overridden the get age method where it is returning the value of that x. Okay, and how you are going to access it, you will be having the object creation of that class. Using that object you are going to call your get age method, and ultimately you will be getting the age 21 as an output. Okay, now if you want to convert it into the anonymous inner class, so how we will be doing that? Let's say I am not implementing the interface here since it is a functional interface, as we are only having one abstract method here. So what I'll do, I won't be creating the objects, rather here you can see guys what I have done, I have created the reference variable of the interface age. Okay, age a is equal to new age, and here what is happening, it is not actually creating the object of your interface, rather it is creating the hidden anonymous inner class. Okay, and you can access that anonymous inner class with the name a. Okay, since we are knowing that we are only having a single abstract method, so we are going to override this, and whatever the body of that method is there, we will be writing that inside it. Okay, and ultimately ending it with a semicolon. Okay, and through that I am calling this get age method. So this is the way we are creating the anonymous inner classes, where I have not given the name of any class, but yes, I have created an object or the reference variable of an interface in which you are accessing the getAge method. So if I'll run this again, you are getting age is 21. So now guys, let's move on to another example, and which is the actual implementation of your anonymous inner classes is the threads. Okay, so guys, we are knowing that threads we can implement in two ways. Okay, either by extending the class thread or by implementing the interface runnable. Threads are the smallest basic unit of your program, which is enabling your program to be divided into the multiple smaller units so that each can be run individually, concurrently, okay, in parallel. So it will be improving the performance of your programs. So guys, we know that we can execute the threads by extending the thread class, but suppose we want the immediate class where we don't want to extend the thread class. Okay, so in that case we can create the anonymous inner classes. So here guys, I have created the object of the thread class and I'm having the run method in that thread class, which I am overriding here. So guys, here in turn it is actually creating the hidden anonymous inner class. Okay, and ultimately I'm going to call the start method to actually start the implementation or to start my child thread. The thread and the runnables, okay, both are available in java.lang package. So we can have that in our entire application by default as well. Okay, and one method we would be requiring is the start method to start your thread, and the second one is your run method where you will be actually writing your entire execution steps. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I'm creating the thread object and ultimately I'm overriding the run method. Okay, so here I have created the child thread and here I'm printing the main thread, as main is also one of the thread only. Okay, so if I'll execute it, you will be getting the output main thread and the child thread. So now guys, we are executing the threads by implementing the runnable interface. Runnable interface is the functional interface which is only having one abstract method, that is the run method. So here we are creating the reference variable of the runnable interface and here we are overriding the run method. So actually here we are not creating the object of the runnable interface, rather we are creating the anonymous inner class, okay, which is actually overriding the run method and you can execute it. Okay, again guys, it would be ended with the semicolon. So how you will be executing it, we'll create the thread class object and pass that runnable interface reference variable as a parameter and we are calling t.start. So if I'll run this code again, you will be getting main thread and the child thread as an output. So guys, now I will be showing you one more way in which you can implement the runnable interface, where you will be implementing that anonymous inner class within the arguments of the constructors or the method. Okay, here what I am doing guys, I have not even created the runnable interface reference variable. Directly I'm creating a void thread where I'm giving the new thread and I'm passing this runnables object, okay, or you can say where I was passing R here. Instead of that, I'm directly writing here, okay, inside the parameters of the thread constructor. And now what I'm doing inside this only guys, I have overridden the run method. So I have reduced the boilerplate code. That means unnecessarily writing the number of lines of the code, we are reduce that, and ultimately I'm calling dot start from here only. Okay, so this will also give me the same output. Now guys, we will be seeing one more example where we will be executing the anonymous inner classes for the swings. Okay, swings are actually the part of your JFC Java Foundation classes and provides the set of the lightweight platform independent GUI components. So guys, we can have the GUI components in Java as well. So earlier we were using AWT, which is the abstract window toolkit. It is extending AWT only, okay, and it is providing much more flexible and the powerful UI elements, okay, like your JFrames are there, which is providing the top level window, okay, the main application window. Then you are having the JPanel, which will be holding certain component. Then JButton is there, which will be the button component. You are having the label for the text label. Then we are having the JText field, okay, for the single line text field input. Then the JText area for the multi-line text area. Okay, so now guys, I will be showing you the basic example, okay, how we are implementing your swings using the anonymous inner classes. So guys, first of all, I'll run this so that you will be getting some of the idea how your swings are appearing. Okay, so guys, this is your JFrame where you are having the swing application written. Okay, this is the name of your JFrame, and the beyond this, okay, whatever you are writing is your panel, okay, where all the components you will be having. So here I have just created a simple label, okay, and it is printing hello swing, that's all. Okay, so let me show you. Here guys, we are having javax.swing.jframe. okay, so we are importing multiple packages here. JLabel, you can have it like javax.swing.star also, but to import all the packages or the classes together. But here guys, we are importing some of the necessary classes. Okay, so here guys, what we have done, I have created a class swing example, and in the main what I am doing guys, I am again calling swing utilities dot invoke later method. Okay, so that I'm coming in a while, but first of all what I'm doing, I have created the create GUI method where I have created the JFrame, given the name of that JFrame as a swing application. Then I'm setting the default close operation as JFrame dot exit on close. That means as soon as I will be clicking on that cross button, it will be exiting. Okay, then I am having the label. Ultimately I am adding that label inside my frame, and I am setting the size and the visibility as true. Now guys, I am having swing utilities, which is a class which is providing certain utilities for your swings. Okay, is here I am having the swing utilities class, which is having the method invoke later, okay, which will be creating a thread to actually update or to implement your GUI components, because your GUI components are thread unsafe. Okay, so what we are requiring that GUI components updations to be handled over the event dispatch thread, which is EDT. Okay, so for that we are calling this invoke later method, and of course inside that I am having the runnable interface only, and inside that I am creating the anonymous inner class, which is overriding the run method. And in the run method, as we are having the entire execution of the thread, I am calling the create GUI method, which was actually creating my entire frame, label and everything. Okay, so this is how, if I'll run this, you will be getting the entire frame or the GUI component, the panels here, the label here, it will be exiting on close as well. Okay, so guys, basically we are using the GUIs with your logical applications in your Java just for the testing purposes, like how your UI is going to behave at the front end or something. So for that we can actually implement, or we can like have the testing done over our logical applications also. So guys, giving you one more example here, like if I'll run this, you'll see that I have created this GUI where I'm counting the number of clicks over the button. Okay, so this is just an example guys. You can explore the swings as much as you can, and you can create the beautiful GUIs here, like your banking application systems, your hotel management, so giving you a look and feel also. So guys, in case if you want more elaborations or more codes over the swings or over the anonymous inner classes, please mention that in the comment box. Please like, share and subscribe for more related videos. Thank you so much.